Deep within a quiet forest, a young man sought out a venerable saint. He was broken, his face wet with tears. "Everything I owned is gone," he sobbed. "Bandits took it all. I have nothing left, not even the means to return home. How can this possibly be good? This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. How can you claim this is for the better?" The saint looked at him with compassion and said, "Let me share a story with you. The farmer's flood. Once, a catastrophic flood swept through a small village, erasing everything in its path. A poor farmer and his family lost even their meager stores of grain. Amidst the ruin, the farmer's son spoke calmly, "It's all right, father. Let it go. Whatever has happened, happened for the best." Consumed by grief, the farmer lashed out. "How can you speak such foolishness? We are destitute. We have no food, no roof over our heads." In his rage, he shouted, "Get out! Leave me to my misery." The boy left in tears. But as twilight fell and his son did not return, the farmer's anger turned to bitter regret. Suddenly, a rescue boat appeared through the mist to save them. A neighbor remarked, "You shouldn't have been so hard on the boy. He was right, we've been spared after all." Yet the farmer remained cynical. "How is this good? We are still homeless and hungry. What becomes of us now?" "We may lack coin," his wife whispered, "but do not let go of hope. We will find a way. I will find work in the nearby houses so we might survive." The winter of the soul. The following day, the farmer journeyed to the city. He searched every alley and storefront, but no work was to be found. He returned to his family, who now huddled in a cramped hut made of straw. Looking at his failing crops, his heart sank further. "My son is gone, my wealth is gone, and I am lost," he lamented. And still, people say, everything happens for the best. Where is the good in this? His wife consoled him, urging him to try once more. Encouraged by her strength, he set out again, but again he met with failure. On his journey home, he encountered a wandering saint. When the farmer poured out his heart, describing the flood, the hunger, and the hard life, the saint simply nodded. "That is exactly why I tell you," the saint said softly, "that what happened was for the good." The farmer's temper flared. "How can you say that? I am suffering. I am alone." The saint replied calmly, "The answers you seek will be revealed by time. Do not worry." The turning tide. That night, the farmer sat in the silence of his straw hut, weighing the saint's words. He wondered if there truly was a hidden design behind his tragedies. Soon after, the tides began to turn. The farmer secured a position at the estate of a wealthy merchant. The master was a man of great character. He paid the farmer well and provided a sturdy house for the family. One evening, a knock echoed at the door. To the farmer's shock, his son stood on the threshold. "You moved and didn't tell me," the son said, embracing him. "I have been searching for you. After I left that day, I went to the city and worked tirelessly. I started with nothing, but eventually, I saved enough to open a small tea stall. Bit by bit, I have built a life for us." Overjoyed, the farmer realized the truth. Even when the world seems to be falling apart, life is weaving a larger tapestry, one that only time can reveal. The hidden treasure. The young man in the forest, having listened to the saint's story, looked up skeptically. "That is a fine story, but in my case, everything was stolen. What possible good can come from that?" The saint smiled and reached into his robes. "As it happens, I found something in the woods today. Here, take this." He handed the young man a glowing, heavy stone. The young man gasped. It was a Philos. Ophir stone, a legendary treasure capable of turning base metals into gold. "If your possessions had not been stolen," the saint observed, you never would have wandered into this forest. You never would have met me, and you never would have found this treasure. The lesson. What do we take from this? No matter how shadows lengthen, the sun eventually rises. Painful seasons are just that, seasons. Never allow the desperation of a bad moment to drive you toward a decision you will regret. Even the most harrowing situations are often the path leading us towards something far better than we ever imagined. 21 hours 3 minutes and 46 seconds, loaded text from file.